Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and sponsors. We join you live for game number 2 of today's doubleheader between Douglas and St. Mary's. Douglas taking game 1 in extra innings by a final score of 2-1. That game went 8 innings. It was a really tough-fought win for the Trojans. Johnson had 5 Ks. Eli Haynes came in to close things out. St. Mary's not able to put any more runs on the board. Douglas got one in the bottom of the 8th and came out victorious. The bat's coming alive here for St. Mary's. Eli Haynes rounding third. Ian Lawrence with a single there. Following up Eli Haynes. Leadoff double. So now with no outs and runners on the corners, Alan Gomez will come to the plate for the Crusaders. Gomez shows bunt. Cash Richardson steps off the mound. Ian Lawrence in safely at second base. So now runners at second and third for the Crusaders with nobody out. 1 ball, no strikes now to Gomez. Gomez gets a hold of this one. It's a high fly ball to the center fielder. It'll be caught. Eli Haynes will cross, and St. Mary's leads 1-0. So Gomez does his job and gets the RBI. St. Mary's up early here. They'll bring to the plate Bo Aldrich, pitching on the mound for St. Mary's here in game number 2. Bo Aldrich hits a hard ground ball to the third baseman. The throw over to first will be in time. And there's 2 away. Travis Johnson now coming to the plate for the Crusaders. We'll bring in a pinch runner for the catcher, Ian Lawrence. Johnson gets a hold of this one. It's a fly ball to deep right field. Going back and making the catch is Sage Baker. And that'll do it for the top half of the first. St. Mary's leaves 1 runner stranded. They get 1 across. And they lead early, 1-0. You are listening to Crusaders Baseball on TableRockSports.net.
Today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K. Whether it's some Monday motivation to kickstart your day, adding some crunch to your lunch, or fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
We welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore game of the day on TableRockSports.net. Bo Aldrich on the mound for the Crusaders. Leading things off here in game number 2 for the Trojans. It'll be Tyler Waldron. Waldron pops this one up. It's called for by Johnson, and he makes the grab. And there's one away. Tristan Ledbetter now at the plate. Two and 0 now the count to Ledbetter. Make that 2-1. That one looked good from Bo Aldrich, but a called ball. Count now 3-2. And Bo Aldrich gets Tristan Ledbetter to go down swinging. There's now 2 outs here in the bottom half of the first inning. Evan Martin hits one back up the middle for Douglas. They now have a runner on first base with 2 outs. That'll bring to the plate Garrett Schultz. Ball gets away from Ian Lawrence. Runner will advance to second base. A high pop fly to right field from Schultz. Del Plante tracks it back, makes the grab, and that'll do it for the bottom half of the first. And to the top of the second, it's St. Mary's 1, Douglas nothing.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with Crispy Crunchy Chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
We welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore game of the day on TableRockSports.net. We head to the top half of the second inning. It's St. Mary's 1, Douglas nothing. Leading things off for the Crusaders, it'll be Grant Russo. Three and 0 the count now to Russo. And Russo looks at a 4-pitch walk. And St. Mary's has the leadoff runner on first base. Coming to the plate now, it'll be Jake Piveroff. Three and 1 now the count to Piveroff. This one gets fouled off. Out of play. And Piveroff will look at that one for ball 4. And now with no outs, St. Mary's has runners on first and second. It'll bring to the plate The designated hitter for this game, Sam Shunk. Folks, for almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home vehicle or business needs. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and our communities. Shunk now at the plate for the Crusaders. Has runners on first and second, nobody out. It's a ground ball here to the shortstop, a chance for the double play. It will not be in time. There'll be one out, and now runners on the corners for the Crusaders. And now CJ Segling coming to the plate to Russ Lounsbury with the good stop back there for the Trojans, working behind the plate. Segling gets a hold of this one. It's a pop fly to right field. Trying to track it down out of play is Seth Baker. Or Sage Baker, excuse me. Can't get there quite in time. New life for Segling. This one, a dead ball goes off. CJ in the box. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Segling gets a hold of this one. It's going to be caught by the right fielder, Sage Baker. There's now 2 away here in the top half of the second inning. This one thrown over the head of Eli Haynes. Comes to the plate now with 2 outs and runners on the corners. Two balls and no strikes now to Eli Haynes. And Haynes gets a hold of this one. It's a high fly ball to deep left field, tracking it, and can't make the catch out there in left field. 1 run will score. The second run coming across. And Eli Haynes will stand on third base on the air from Douglas's Peterson. Trey Peterson out there in left field for Douglas. And it's now 3-0 Crusaders. Ian Lawrence at the plate. Drives one into the hole into right center. Eli Haynes will score. Lawrence rounding for second. And he'll be in with a stand-up double. And he'll pick up the RBI. And it's 4-0 St. Mary's. Looking a little more like the St. Mary's baseball team we've come to see this season. Had a couple of games where the bats haven't really been too alive. Other than that, from what I've gathered, a pretty good hitting baseball team. Gomez at the plate now for the Crusaders. The leadoff hitter at the beginning of the season. And a base hit here into center field, and Alan Gomez will have himself a 2-out single, and St. Mary's will have runners on the corner again. With 2 outs, it'll bring to the plate Bo Aldrich. Aldrich looks at that one for strike one. Aldrich, ground ball to the third baseman. Throw over to first is in time, and that'll do it for the top of the second inning. We'll head to the bottom half. St. Mary's tacks on 3 runs. It's now 4-0 Crusaders. You're listening to St. Mary's Baseball on TableRockSports.net.
Even a few days to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
It's Ram Truck Month going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokee L 4x4s or test drive a new 2022 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Ram Truck Month, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome back. Here in the bottom half of the second inning, Chase Mickle leading things off for the Trojans as the designated hitter pops one up to Alan Gomez at second base. It's caught for the first out. This one here, a ground ball to Segling. We'll throw over to first. A little off. Johnson couldn't quite make the grab and tag. And Colby O'Toole will be safe at first base. Russ Lounsbury at the plate now for Douglas. It's a high pop fly to center field. Eli Haynes will be there to make the grab. And there's 2 away. Cash Richardson, the pitcher, coming to the plate now. And they'll call a balk on Bo Aldrich. Chase Mickle will head on down to second base. Bo Aldrich delivers there. 1-1 now the count. That one on the corner. Now 1-2 to Cash Richardson. And Bo Aldrich with the breaking ball gets Richardson to go down swinging. And that'll do it. For the bottom half of the second, we head to the top of the third. It's St. Mary's 4, Douglas 0. You're listening to Crusaders Baseball on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore game of the day on TableRockSports.net. We head to the top half of the third inning. It's been all St. Mary's through the first 2. They lead 4-0. Leading off the third for the Crusaders, it'll be Travis Johnson. Johnson, first pitch swinging, hits a high fly ball down the third baseline, and it's going to drop foul. This one in the dirt. Count now 1-1 to Johnson. That one just misses. 3-1 now the count. And the 3-1 called ball 4. And Johnson will be at first base. And I'll bring to the plate Grant Rusu. Johnson goes. The throw down to second will not be in time. And St. Mary's now has the leadoff runner on second base with nobody out here in the top half of the third inning. This one in the dirt gets by a catcher. Johnson will head on down to third base. And here in the top of the third, St. Mary's has the leadoff runner knocking on the door. 2-1 now the count to Rusu. And that one's going to be outside for ball 4. And St. Mary's has runners at first and third. Nobody out. I'll bring to the plate Jake Piveroff. Coach going to come out and have a chat with his pitcher. Folks, the 2022 Southern Oregon Sports Commission Know Your Role Scholarship nominations are open until May 15th. The $2,500 award goes to a senior athlete each year who displays great sportsmanship and character. Coaches or athletic directors, please nominate a deserving student from your school. Visit the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Facebook page for links to the nomination form. And for every 5 years, the Medford Parks and Rec Foundation and the Medford Sports Hall of Fame Committee add new names to the list of legendary athletes and contributors to Medford athletics. This year's induction ceremony takes place October 22nd at the Rogue Valley Country Club, and applications for the next round of inductees are available now. You can pick one up at Cascade Athletic Supply, Pronto Print, the Santos Center, or by going online at medfordparksfoundation.org. So, new pitcher coming into the ball game for the Trojans. Coming into the game for Douglas, it'll be Chase Mickle.
Gather and memories are made. Caprock Northwest Grill.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. Chase Mickle coming into pitch for Douglas. Jake Piveroff at the plate for the Crusaders. Shows bunt. Russo down to second base. And now St. Mary's with runners on second and third. And nobody out. Piveroff gets a hold of this one. It gets through the hole. One run will score. And St. Mary's will have runners on first and third. Piveroff will pick up the RBI. And it's 5-0 St. Mary's. Sam Shunk coming to the plate now. The designated hitter here in game number 2. Shunk shows bunt. It's up in the air. Catch will try to make the play. Not able to get there in time. Here's Russ Lunsbury. And second life for Sam Shunk. Shunk shows bunt. He lays it down. It's to the pitcher. The throw to first is in time. Russo will score. And it's now 6-0 St. Mary's here in the top of the third inning. CJ Seglink coming to the plate. I'll have Piveroff over at second. Seglink swinging at the first pitch. Fouls one off into the backstop. Oh, and 2 now the count. Seglink with a ground ball to the third baseman. The throw over to first will be in time. There's now 2 away. Piveroff will advance over to third base. It'll bring to the plate Eli Haynes, who had himself a stand-up double to open up game number 2. Haynes gets a hold of this one. It's a high pop fly to left center. The center fielder calling for the ball. He'll make the grab. And that'll do it for the top half of the third. We'll head to the bottom. It's 6-0 St. Mary's. You're listening to Crusaders Baseball on TableRockSports.net.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play. But not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore game of the day on TableRockSports.net. We head to the bottom half of the third inning. Sage Baker leading things off for the Trojans. Ball hit to the second baseman. Throw over to first is in time. Good scoop there from Johnson. And there's one away. Alan Gomez goes over and thanks his first baseman. Says, man, I should have got that one too, yeah. But either way, they get the out. There's one away. Tyler Waldron at the plate now. Leadoff batter for Douglas. That one, this time catches the corner for strike two. 1-2, the count now to Waldron. It's going to be a ground ball, scooped up by Pivarov. The throw to first will be in time, and there's two away. A good play over there by Jake Pivarov. I believe it's actually Pivarov. First pitch here. A strike from Aldrich to Tristan Ledbetter. It's Ledbetter to swing and a miss there. 0-2 now the count. And on the breaking ball, they get Ledbetter swinging. Goes in the dirt, but the throw down to first in time, and there's a third out of the bottom half of the third inning. We'll head to the top half of the fourth. It's 6-0 St. Mary's. You're listening to Crusaders Baseball on TableRockSports.net.
See it on national TV all the time. They tell us that funerals can average between 7,000 and 10,000. Be there.
The Start Something New sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokee L 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back 3-peat Truck of the Year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get a Start Something New deal on every new vehicle in stock, only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore game of the day on TableRockSports.net. We head to the top half of the fourth inning. It's Ian Lawrence leading things off for the Crusaders. Lawrence with a high pop fly here. Center fielder calling for it. He'll make the grab, and there's one away. Alan Gomez now coming to the plate. Gomez looks at that one high and inside for ball 2. 2-1 now the count. That one in the dirt. The count now full to Gomez. Gomez with the foul ball here, back into the backstop, stays alive. And that one's going to be ball 4. Gomez will head on down to first base. And going to bring to the plate Bo Aldrich. Ball 1 in the dirt from Chase Mickle. That one high and inside for ball 2. And a 4-pitch walk to Bo Aldrich. And St. Mary's has runners on first and second with 1 out here in the top half of the fourth inning. Travis Johnson coming to the plate. Johnson swinging at the first pitch. Gets one in the hole between short and third. And St. Mary's has the bases loaded with one out here in the top half of the fourth inning. It'll bring to the plate Grant Rusu. Rusu swinging on the first pitch. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. He can't scoop it up. Everybody's going to be safe. And St. Mary's now leads 7-0. Jake Piveroff coming to the plate now. First pitch low for a ball. This one low as well, ball 2. Piveroff gets a hold of this one down the left field line. It hooks foul. Count now 2-2. Swing and a miss there. And there's 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Sam Shunk, designated hitter for the Crusaders here in game number 2. Swing and a miss there from Shunk. The count now no balls and 2 strikes. And Shunk can't hold up. Called strike 3 there. The Crusaders will leave the bases loaded to get 1 run across. It's now 7-0 St. Mary's. You're listening to Crusaders Baseball on TableRockSports.net. Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore game of the day on Table Rock Sports. .net. Evan Martin coming to the plate for Douglas here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Martin gets a hold of this one to left field. It drops. And he'll have himself a stand-up double. Garrett Schultz coming to the plate now for Douglas. Schultz hits this one to straightaway center field. It'll be taken by Eli Haynes. He'll make the grab. And there's one away. Chase Mickle now coming to the plate. Mickle hits one back up the middle. Eli Haynes will grab it in center field. The throw to the plate. They'll hold him up. A good throw from Haynes to prevent the run from scoring. Douglas, though, with one out, has runners on second and third. Colby O'Toole coming to the plate now. Looks at strike one. Aldrich goes inside to outside. One and two, the count now to O'Toole. And O'Toole gets a hold of this one. It's a deep fly ball to left field. It'll be caught. One run will score. It's now 7-1. Coming to the plate now, Russ Lunsberry. Hunsbury fouls that one off into his own dugout. Count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. The runner goes. This one fouled out of play down the first baseline. The 3-2 pitch. And it's a fly ball deep into the hole in right center. 1 run will score. Hunsbury will be in to third with a triple. And it's now 7-2. Branson Willis at the plate now for the Trojans. This one going to go foul. Willis hitting for Cash Richardson. This is going to be a ground ball to the third baseman. It goes off of Pivorov's glove. And another run will cross for Douglas. It's now 7-3. Sage Baker now at the plate with a runner on first. Runner goes. It's going to be a foul ball back into the backstop. 0-1. Now the count to Baker. Baker nearly sneaks one down the third baseline. Called foul ball. Now no balls and 2 strikes to Baker. And that's going to be strike 3. Eli Haynes with his 4th strikeout of the ball game. Douglas scores 3. It's now 7-3 St. Mary's. We'll head to the top half of the 5th inning. You're listening to Crusaders Baseball on TableRockSports.net.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K. Whether it's some Monday motivation to kickstart your day, adding some crunch to your lunch, or fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
We welcome you back. We're here in the top half of the fifth inning. CJ Segling at the plate for St. Mary's. He took one in the back in the first ball game. He's almost been hit 3 other times. One of those days at the plate. Count now 3-1. Segling hits one back to the pitcher. And Chase Mickle will make the play. Eli Haynes now at the plate. Gets one into the hole between third and short. And Eli Haynes will be on first base. Ian Lawrence now coming to the plate. Throw over to first. Eli Haynes will make it back in safely. Haynes takes off for second base. He'll get in there safely. And with one out, St. Mary's has a runner in scoring position. Lawrence with a ground ball to the third baseman. Haynes will go from second to third. He'll get in there safely. Good running on the base path there from Eli Haynes. That'll bring to the plate Alan Gomez. Gomez hits one up the middle. Shortstop can't make the grab. Haynes will score, and Gomez will be safe at first. Bo Aldrich coming to the plate now for the Crusaders. Aldrich swinging at the first pitch, fouls it off out of play. Swing and a miss there from Aldrich. Count now 0-2. And Aldrich gets a hold of that one over the head of the third baseman. And he'll have himself a 2-out single. And the Crusaders will have runners on first and second. Travis Johnson now coming to the plate. Johnson had himself a good day on the mound in game 1 for St. Mary's, giving up only 1 run through 6 complete innings of work. Johnson has to have one of the lowest ERAs in the season. I've not seen him give up many runs at all. One ball, no strikes now to Johnson. Johnson hits this one into the shallow outfield. The second baseman will be there to make the grab, and that'll do it for the top half of the 5th. We'll head to the bottom of the inning at St. Mary's 8, Douglas 3. You're listening to Crusaders Baseball on TableRockSports.net.
Gather and memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
We welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. Bottom half of the 5th inning. It's the leadoff hitter, Tyler Waldron, at the plate. Aldrich gets that one in there for a strike. 2 balls now. And a strike to Waldron. Count now 2-2. Back-to-back foul balls here from Waldron. Staying alive. Count 2-2. Waldron with a ground ball to Segling. The throw over to first, not in time. And the leadoff runner will be on base for Douglas. Tristan Ledbetter now stepping into the batter's box.
Number 12, Tristan Ledbetter.
Ledbetter shows bunt. Throw down to first base. Waldron back in safely. Foul ball here. Runner was going. Runner goes. The throw down to second will be well in time. Ian Lawrence with a really strong arm back there behind the plate. Gets Tyler Waldron trying to steal. And there's one away. Two balls and one strike now to Ledbetter. Count now 3-2. Payoff pitch, and Ledbetter's going to foul this one off. And this one goes into the turf for ball 4.
Number 17, Evan Martin.
Evan Martin now at the plate. Ground ball back to the pitcher. The throw over to first will be in time. Now 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Garrett Schultz coming to the plate. Schultz looks at the first pitch for a strike. And then the breaking ball for strike 2. And that one in there for a strike gets Schultz to go down looking. And that'll do it for the bottom half of the 5th. We'll head to the top of the 6th. It's St. Mary's by 5, 8-3. You're listening to Crusaders Baseball on TableRockSports.net.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parent. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play. But not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore game of the day on TableRockSports.net. Chase Mickle still on the mound for the Trojans. It'll be Grant Rusu coming to the plate to lead things off for the Crusaders.
Leading off the top of the 6th inning now for St. Mary's will be number 9, Grant Russo.
Rusu with a hard hit ball. It'll be grabbed by the shortstop for the first out. And bring to the plate Jake Piveroff.
Next batter, number 18, Jake Piveroff.
Piveroff, ground ball to the third baseman. A good play there. A good dig over at first. And there's 2 away. Sam Shunk, the DH, coming to the plate now for the Crusaders.
Next batter, number 3, Sam Shunk.
Shunk looks at the first pitch for ball 1. Gets a hold of this one. Ground ball to the shortstop. Throw over to first is in time, and that'll do it for the top of the 6th. We'll head to the bottom half. St. Mary's still leads by 5. You're listening to Crusaders Baseball on TableRockSports.net.
See it on national TV all the time. They tell us that funerals can average between 7,000 and there.
The Start Something New sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokee L 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back 3P Truck of the Year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get a Start Something New deal on every new vehicle in stock, only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
We welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. Folks, today's game is brought to you by our regional sponsors, including Sherm's Thunderbird, Food for Less, John L. Scott Real Estate, and Travel Medford. Also, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission. Great partners in keeping high school athletics streaming for you. Evan Martin at the plate. Hard hit ball down the right field line. Hooks foul. Two and two, now the count. Chase Mickle at the plate. Mickle with a ground ball to the shortstop. Throw over to first will be in time. Colby O'Toole coming to the plate now. Oh, and 2 now to O'Toole. Bo Aldrich leaves that one hanging. 2 and 2 now the count to Kobe O'Toole. A 2-2 pitch from Aldrich. Swing and a miss. And O'Toole will go down on strikes. It's the 6th strikeout of the ball game for Bo Aldrich. Russ Unsbury coming to the plate. It's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. The throw over to first in time. And that'll do it for the bottom of the 6th. We'll head to the top half of the 7th. It's St. Mary's by 5, 8-3. You are listening to Crusaders Baseball on TableRockSports.net.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore game of the day on TableRockSports.net. We head to the top half of the 7th inning. St. Mary's leads by 5. It'll be C.J. Segling coming to the plate to lead things off for the Crusaders. Swinging at the first pitch, he pops one up into foul territory. It'll be caught by the first baseman. Excuse me. And there's now one away. Eli Haynes gets a hold of this one. It's a deep fly ball. It'll be called for by the center fielder. He'll make the catch. A well-hit ball there from Eli Haynes. And there's now 2 away here in the top half of the 7th inning. Ian Lawrence now coming to the plate. Lawrence looks at the first pitch for a strike. Lawrence pops this one up into foul territory. The catcher has a chance to make a play. Can't quite get there in time. New life for Ian Lawrence. Count now, no balls and 2 strikes. Lawrence, ground ball to the shortstop. Throw to first is in time. And that'll do it for the top half of the 7th. We'll head to the bottom of the inning. It's the last chance for the Douglas Trojans. They need at least 5. You are listening to St. Mary's Crusaders Baseball on TableRockSports.net.
Time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates We'll always be there.
We welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. Fans, it's time to get you back in the game. As an official, there is a critical need in all sports right now. Go to osaa.org and click on the blue Become an Official button to learn more. We hope to see you out here soon. A critical need there is in high school athletics for officials. Just saw a statistic not 2-3 days ago. Since 2019, over 50,000 officials have retired from high school sports around the country. So if you can get out here and lend your time, make a couple of extra dollars on the side, you are definitely needed. Help these kids continue to do what they love. Branson Willis at the plate for Douglas. Gets a hold of this one into shallow right field. Dale Planch not able to get there in time. And Douglas has the leadoff runner on first base. Sage Baker now stepping into the box. Baker looks at strike one. Baker gets a hold of this one. It's into center field. Eli Haynes will make the grab. The throw to first over the head of Johnson. The runner will head on down to second base. Douglas now has a runner on second in scoring position with a one out. And it'll bring to the plate the leadoff hitter, Tyler Waldron. Waldron swing and a miss at the first pitch for strike one. Ground ball taken by Segling. Throw over to first in time, and there's two outs here in the bottom of the seventh. St. Mary's just needs one more to close things out here. Coming to the plate, it'll be Tristan Ledbetter. Ledbetter swinging at the first pitch. It's taken by Pivaroff on the backhand. The throw over to first. Johnson can't make the grab. The run will score. Ledbetter will be safe over at first. Ground ball back to Bo Aldrich. I'll toss it on over to Johnson, and that'll do it. St. Mary's will win by a final score of 8-4 over the Douglas Trojans. St. Mary's splits on the doubleheader. Douglas wins the first one in 8 innings, and St. Mary's takes game number 2 by a final score of 8-4. Folks, we would like to thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast. We'd like to thank Douglas High School Athletic Director Rob Holvek for hosting the Lethia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net and today's broadcast. Special thanks to head coaches Ron Quimby of Douglas and Josh Aldrich for St. Mary's. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. St. Mary's wins by a final score of 8-4. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. With Taylor Franklin, I'm Joseph Brett saying thanks for watching and good night. From Champion Car Wash Field here in Roseburg, Oregon.